for joining us this evening as we get into all of the sports. The Knicks are champions. World Cup is at hand. And we're getting into the NBA offseason, which we'll get a chance to touch on a little bit. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. B, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Had a great weekend. Shout out to my girl, man. She put this weekend together. We what did we do? We Friday
What'd you do?
I kicked her ass in miniature golf.
Whoa.
There was no mercy, man. It was straight competition levels to the roof.
You know how pissed my wife gets at me when I get like that?
Ain't my problem, man. Hey, man, I'm just competition's born in my blood, man. It was competitive, man.
All right.
I think I beat her by like 10 strokes too. Let's see. Then we went to the casino. We went to Grayton Casino after that.
Okay.
She won a couple hundred. I won a couple hundred. I found myself
blackjack.
No, you know how I get down. Right. You know how I get down on that. But no, it wasn't blackjack. I introduced her to Pai Gow poker.
Oh, okay.
She did pretty good, man. She hung, so that was good. We walked out with some money in our pocket. So and then whatchamacallit, went to a country music festival in Santa Rosa. I thought it was fun.
Oh, that sounds cool. Santa Rosa's cool, man.
I didn't know any of the artists. Clay Matthews, I think. He's a country artist.
I'm not the guy to talk to, bro. I don't know.
Keith Urban was there late
I've heard of him. I've heard of
him too.
Yeah,
but dude, it was just a good time, man. We had a great weekend. Then went back to the casino on Saturday night. Won a couple more hundred playing slots. That slot game you saw me play last time.
Yeah, that damn wolf with the wolf on there.
That damn wolf. Yes. So. All in all, great weekend, man. Now home watching the World Cup. I've been watching the World Cup, so all yo haters who didn't like my geographic knowledge, you guys know suck a big toe because I've been watching the soccer, okay?
Hey.
Wait until I drop some knowledge on you folks.
All right. I love it. Let's get into it, man. Let me make sure I get our chat up and going. Man, but we gotta talk about the NBA Finals, obviously, yes. Man. So I mean, as we kind of thought it would turn out this way, unfortunately, but the Knicks are the world champions. New York wins its first NBA championship in the better portion of 50 years. Spike Lee can finally rest. You know, he can let it go. You know, same for Ben Stiller and a couple other big-time headliner Knicks fans that were out there. No, I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. I don't know why she was at the game. You know, I know what's the kid's name? The actor kid? Chalamet. Yeah, Chalamet is French. I don't know what the hell he's doing there, but kudos to him. He's got money. He can go to games. It is what it is. Tracy Morgan in tears. So glad to see all the Knicks fans enjoying the championship. I have no bad bone towards the winner. But, man, we got to talk about the fact that this was like, was it 2015 or 2014 Spurs? Remember when they played the Heat? The Spurs beat the Heat. They came back and beat the Heatles after losing to them the year before. I'm trying to remember what year. But
it was 2011. No, 2012, 2013.
Damn, I'm old.
2013, 2014.
Thank you. 2013, 2014, I believe was it. But, man, it reminded me of that series because I remember the Heat being up in every game. Yes. But there was just something the Spurs had that they knew that it didn't really matter what the Heat did. They were going to get the win no matter what. And that's what the Knicks did. I mean, the Spurs had double-digit leads in just about every single one of these games.
Yeah, they did.
And they looked great. They were knocking down threes. They were hitting tough shots. They were playing great defense. They were holding. In Game 4, which the most famous one, right? They held the Knicks to like 30, 40 points or something like that at half. And then proceed and put up 70 nearly, and they proceeded to lose that game. So I give the Spurs kudos for continuing to fight. They never lost. Like, it's never like the Knicks came out and blew them out. But man, they could not close the door to a bathroom. They could not close a game, man. It's almost embarrassing how bad they were at closing out games.
Yes.
And yes. It goes back to what we were talking about with the youth. They haven't done it before, and they're trying to figure it all out. But my goodness, did they get the crash course on how not to finish big games. I mean, and not to say they had played in big games. I mean, they played OKC in a Game 7, right? But man, it was almost embarrassing. Like, it was almost like I'm just waiting on the next domino to fall, because no matter how much the Spurs get up by, they are going to lose this game.
We left the show after, what was it? I think Game 2.
Yeah.
So Spurs walked into New York, and we're going to talk about this a little bit. New York fans are just trashless people, to say the least. But they went out and win Game 3, right? Statement win, right? First game in the Garden, they go in, they win it. They were they were very physical with the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson found his ass on the floor quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like Wemby put him down. I think Dylan Harper put him down. So you had them out physical, and then dude, Game 4. You have a 30-point lead for 90% of the game. 90% of this game, right? And then all of a sudden, the Knicks are just clawing back, and it's like, man, y'all got 3 happy. Like, I texted you during the game.
Yeah.
What are they doing shooting all these threes? Like, you got a 30-point lead.
It's because they make them early in the game, and unfortunately, they just don't. They don't know how to close games. So they do not ratchet it down. Stick to your offense. Try to get to the rim. Try to get foul calls. As Tunisia gets on the board with a header for a goal. It is now 2-1 Tunisia.
Hey, NBA Finals.
Sorry. Well, I mean, it just happened right now. I'm looking at it. But yeah, man, they just couldn't find a way to close these games out. And there was no one. They didn't have that veteran presence on the court to be like, hey, that we're not doing that anymore. Like, we're not just shooting threes. We're going to the rim. We're going to get fouls. We're going to try to muck the game up, get as many free throws out of this situation as possible down the stretch, so that we don't have to rely on long shots. But unfortunately, man, I mean, the Spurs have a great amount of belief in themselves, but it's just, once that tide started turning, they did not have an answer at all. I thought Wemby has a lot to do in the offseason, man. He's got to work on his strength. He got pushed around a lot, both in the Oklahoma City series and in the Knicks series. And they have to find some veteran leadership, because there were just too many dumbass things happening at the end of the game.
Way too many.
I mean, and I'm gonna include you in this, because I know we talked about this before the show, but I'll just, before I hand it over to you, the amount of mental mistakes that happen late in these games, just it's just something you don't expect from a team that's competing in the finals. And they're young, and it's a tough situation, but they're going to kick themselves. You got to be better.
Well, let's talk about the one that cost him the game, right? In Game 4. Obviously, OG Anunoby gets a free run to the basket.
Yeah.
And look, that was an impressive tip from him, too, because he jumped over everybody.
Yeah, Dylan Harper was right there. Harper got a full jump on that and could not get to it.
But you let the guy, so you don't guard the inbounder, right? Which is fine. You're going to put a little extra pressure on James Brunson. You got to still keep an eye on that inbounder, man. Someone needs to pick him up. You have to box out. It was a long contested 3. I think De'Aaron Fox and Wemby were on him.
Yeah.
When he shot that 3. And that was online. When you look at it from behind the hoop, it was online. So he still got off a pretty good shot. But then, man, Anunoby was just flew in, and that hand above everybody else, it just tipped the ball in. And that's not an easy tip as well, because all that momentum going forward, it's got to be a soft touch to the rim there. And it worked out. And, man, did the Garden explode.
Man, that'd be one of the most incredible games, really, watching the team be down by that much and pretty much being what seemed to be the game was over. But they were able to cut it to about 15 in the third, and then that's when you were like, oh, maybe. And sure enough, they got themselves back in the game. But, man, look, on that play, that's just a great play by Anunoby. He had a 33-point game in that game. He was doing everything. He couldn't miss a corner 3. He's playing defense on the other end. He was basically there. Oh man, why did I lose? The dude that was with Charles' team, with the Warriors, Iguodala. He was basically their Iguodala, right?
He scored more points.
He scored a lot more points than Iguodala, obviously. But I'm just saying, he was that additional player that you're not necessarily looking to make. The idea is that OG Anunoby's not going to average 20 a game, but he's capable. And he's one of those guys that could come in not only and get his own shot, but make something happen on the defensive end, which he did a lot of as well. One of them was the other stupid play, which was De'Aaron Fox at the end of game. Same game actually. Was that the same game?
It was.
The game was pretty much in hand. You're up by one. You have the ball, and
with 10 seconds.
You get the steal. They give it to you. The Knicks give you a chance. They give you a steal. You get the steal. And instead of holding the ball with 10 seconds left, dribbling it out, back out to the 3-point line and forcing him to foul you and take time off the clock, he goes for a layup against none other than OG Anunoby and gets his shit sent back. And it was just one of those moments where you're just like, this team, they can't do it.
10 seconds.
They just can't do it. They can't win. They can't win.
He was ahead of Anunoby too. That was the crazy part.
Yeah.
And still thought it was the right thing to go for a layup. No, run the clock out. They had a timeout too.
Yeah, well, he was gonna let him foul you.
Yes, you're playing the clock, right?
Yeah.
The Knicks need that ball back, so they're gonna foul you. And granted, dude, the amount of missed free throws in clutch time.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. Yeah,
there was a lot of them.
There
them.
were
so
two
by opportunity.
Yeah.
Josh Hart had Brick City. I think it was in game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there was just
even Brunson missed a couple in game 5. So I mean, yeah, butts were tight, man. It was
were.
Butts were tight. But the Spurs, like I said earlier, if they can find a way to get some veteran leadership in there, that's going to be the best. A lot of people were talking mess about Mitch Johnson, but look, this is a very young team playing in the finals, man.
Yeah, I mean, not one person over 25 in that starting lineup.
That's what I'm saying. So you just don't have that there, and so. Kudos to Mitch Johnson, the Spurs. This is Wemby's first playoff run, and he made it to the finals. I'm not mad at that. This is the same thing that happened to a lot of other players. LeBron James, notably, where you make it all the way, unfortunately, you don't get it. Okay, so Wemby and the Spurs will definitely be back.
Who LeBron get swept by in his first?
The Spurs.
Look how experienced that team was.
That Spurs. Yeah, that was the Manu. They were in their prime too. That was Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. All of them, man. They were in their prime. So, but yeah, man. So, but let's give some kudos to the Knicks, man. Jalen Brunson, the greatest Knick of all time at this point, didn't have the greatest shooting the entire series, but found a way to hit the biggest shots and make the biggest plays when they were needed. And I think that's why Brunson, and this is not the first time, he's done this years on end, is one of the more clutch players that you will find. Most clutch player you'll find out there. What does this say about what does this say about what folks generally say about small guards? Is generally small guards cannot win championships. Of course, we've seen Steph Curry do it, obviously, but Steph Curry is a little bit of he's an outlier.
That's different.
Yeah, it's different. but for the most part, when you think of guys like going all the way back to Dame Lillard, maybe even a Brandon Roy, maybe even who's another smaller guard? There's all a guard. Even James Harden, you can even throw out there a little bit. But
we don't want to include him in that conversation.
I'm just saying there's a lot of small guards out there. But outside of Isaiah Thomas, most small guards leading a team do not win a championship.
It can be done.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think, yeah.
With the right guy, Jalen Brunson, again, not the greatest shooting, but game 1 took over when he needed to take over. Right, 18 straight points. In that game 1 NBA Finals. Game 5 drops 43 in a closeout game. When you are looking to stamp a legacy in your career, that's what you need to do. And Jalen Brunson doesn't have NBA Finals experience, right?
No.
So this was his first Finals as well, but he understood the moment, right? He understood that team was going to move when he moved. And to drop 45, right?
Yeah.
In a closeout game on the road in San Antonio that's how you stamp legacies, right? Now we're not saying he's going to be a legacy player or anything like that, but to New York.
Oh yeah, New York he is for sure.
That he is not going to buy another meal in New York because of that performance in Game 5.
Yeah, he's already Eli Manning. I mean, to think about it, Eli Manning is like okay, but the guy won 2 championships as New York Giants. So. Man, yeah, so kudos to Brunson. I think, man, again, I think he played the game the right way. Thank goodness we didn't have to watch a bunch of SGA flopping this finals. I think that was my biggest fear. And these two teams went at it, and I love that. Wembanyama was throwing elbows, bumping people, pushing people in the back of the head. You had
Jalen
Brunson, right. You had guys, really getting in each other's grill, not afraid to play physically, and the refs did allow them to play with a level of physicality that I think this game needed. And
yes,
so I appreciate that. I was so tired of talking about the refs in the last series. And that it was really refreshing to see these guys just play. And they were playing hard because these games went down to the wire almost every single game. So This was a very entertaining finals compared to others, man. So I got to give both teams some credit.
Let's give credit to Mike Brown where credit is due.
Championship. Yep. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. I don't know what the hell that was about.
I don't know what that was about.
What the hell was that? Like Mike Brown, that shit is like 30 years old. What? Why? But it must be a joke. It's probably a running joke.
Well, it is.
Yeah, Josh Hart got something to do with it, I'm sure.
But at the end of the day, though, there was a veteran experience that needed to be had somewhere, and you can't ask for a better spot in the coaching spotlight than Mike Brown here. He did the right things. He made the right calls. You had players buying into what they needed to do in this series. Josh Hart did not need to score, but he needed to be tough, and he was, right? Karl Anthony Towns, we thought wasn't going to have a big series at all.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Turns out he had a really good series in these finals here. So I'm looking back at some of the scores here that we had during this series. We had a 1-point game, game 4. We had a 4-point game, and that was a throwback 4-point game yesterday. 94-90?
94-90, yeah.
Very throwback there.
I mean, but that's the beauty of it is when these teams are playing as hard as they are. I mean, you had the 1-point game. 4-point game in game 3. Yeah, man, like all these games were close.
Everything was under 10 points, man.
10
you
points,
can't you can't ask for a better
game
finals.
Game 2.
Yep. Can't ask for anything better than that. So. Kudos to the New York Knicks, but let's talk about the real problem that I had with this finals, and that is every stupid ass New York fan that was out there during
you mad at the Knicks? They won the championship.
No. Not mad at the Knicks. Congratulations,
the New York fans. You mad at the fans? Okay, what happened?
But throwing eggs at Victor Wembanyama going to the hotel room is a problem.
Yeah.
Tearing jerseys off of people who are there, flew out of town to go to New York to watch their team in the NBA Finals just to get jumped with just walking back from the stadium, uncalled for, man.
Yeah.
Like, I had a big problem with that, man. You just go rip someone's jersey off because of room for the other team. You're gonna make it unbearable to go to Madison Square Garden, which I would love to do.
Yeah.
As a basketball fan. Because it's the Mecca, right? It's one of the oldest arenas out there. You want to go watch it. But I'm not going to go wearing a Warriors jersey knowing that shit's going to get ripped off.
Yeah,
or I'm going to get my ass whooped. There's no room for that. There's zero room for that.
It's bad. It's a bad look, but I'm not in a position to talk. I'm a Laker fan and a Raider fan. I mean, this same thing would have happened in a Raider game in Oakland. I've seen it. I've seen fights. I've seen people come with other jerseys. You will get your ass kicked in Oakland Coliseum if you wore another jersey playing against the Raiders. The Lakers pretty much burn their town down every time they win the championship. Look, it's wrong. It shouldn't happen. Absolutely. Wembanyama, get better security, sir. Do not enter the hotel like everybody else. You are not a normal person. Find a different way. We shouldn't see you.
But you know what? They need to do a better crowd control, getting those people away from the hotel as best as you can.
Yeah. They shouldn't even. It should be
they
like
should be
out
not,
the back.
They should not be that.
He should
close.
be entering a car in an underground, parking, and all they should see is a car leaving. There should be no situation where he's walking on the street. Like think about it. When you see players leave the game, they don't leave the game on foot, homie. The people wait by the gate to see them leave in a car. Okay, nobody's watching them walk anywhere where the public has access to them, and it should be the same way if they're, especially in the finals. It should be the same way there. So whoever booked that hotel, whoever set that situation up for the Spurs, your ass is not in San Antonio. You're in New York. Do better. Go get a hotel. The NBA has plenty of money. Find a hotel where guys can do their thing, get to a bus or get to a car and get the hell out of there without being seen or walking across a freaking sidewalk.
They shouldn't be jumped like that though.
They shouldn't. Sorry. They shouldn't. But people are stupid. B. Are we really you're gonna leave it in the hands of people? Hell no.
Yeah, you're right.
Hell
you're
no.
Right. You're right.
My contract. If I have $100 million contract, you think I'm gonna? I'm not trying to be rude here, but if people recognize you, no, I'm not doing that. No, thank you.
But hey, man, new champion, New York fans. Dude, they were all jumping each other, so they were beating each other up. Yeah. So by all means, they burnt the school bus. Shocking development there.
Damn, not the children. So what is it? Well, the children. No, children were involved. People, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I just mean they burned the school bus, which is unfortunate. Why a school bus?
I don't know.
Who the hell burns a school bus? Anyway.
That's what a 53-year drought championship looks like, though.
Yeah, have people doing all type of weird stuff.
They had to shut it down. They brought the horses out. New York was turning into Gotham City, low key, for a little bit there. But look, man, at the end of the day, basketball is officially over. We're getting ready to move into the NBA offseason, which already is gaining headlines with some weird news. But overall, good outcome with the NBA season this year?
Yeah, I think if the NBA has been looking for, more different teams being involved. They want to see more cities involved, right? And I think that's what they've accomplished. We've had, the 8th different NBA champion in 8 years. Yep. And I think that's exactly what the NBA wants. The NBA they want that. They don't want one dominant team. Controlling things for 4, 5 to 6 years. They don't want to see the Warriors LeBron thing like 5 years straight or whatever it was. They want there to be different teams at different times. And I think that's what they're accomplishing. So, like we talked about, I think the years of dynasties are dead. We're in a place now where I didn't pick the Knicks to win the finals.
Nope, I don't think anybody did. Do you know who we picked to win the finals this year?
I think we had the Celtics or something.
I think you had the Celtics.
I think I had the Celtics.
I can't remember who I had here, but
yeah, man. But
there's a different turn. There's a young generational talent turn. I think the Spurs are going to be around for a very, very long time. Especially with this new TV bargaining agreement, they're going to be able to keep that core of players and go out and get a guy like Wembanyama or get a guy to be paired next to Wembanyama without having to really give up some of that young talent. So, I don't know. We could be we may not see another great dynasty like we've had in the past, but there's going to be a lot of good teams jockeying for position to win a championship. So, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is, man. But like you said, a lot of the young talent is shaping out pretty nicely. So that since that talent is dispersed, or evenly around the league for the most part, is why we're seeing so many different teams have an opportunity. Let me get caught up with Bruce in the chat, man. He's been chattering. What's up, Bruce? Bruce said Wemby lost the finals to me with his mouth and him stop competing because he thought beating OKC was winning the chip. He admitted it. Okay. Well, wearing a Warriors jersey in the finals versus the Knicks not going to happen for a very long time, Brian. Okay, the Warriors going to be in it.
Thanks, Bruce, for the reminder. Really appreciate
it. So I disagree. The Spurs have a dynasty if they trade Fox. We talked about it last week. That word is being used incorrectly. There are no dynasties, sir. There's been 8 different champions in the last 8 years. Every single time somebody tries to put dynasty on the team that wins the championship, and then the very next year, a different team wins. I want to remind
OKC.
Not just OKC. Remember when the Celtics won it? Because remember they lost to the Warriors. The Celtics won it. It was like, oh, the Celtics are going to be a dynasty because they have Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Didn't work out that way. Okay, they said the same thing like you said about OKC. Oh, OKC, wow, they're built to last forever. They're going to be in the finals all. They did not win back-to-back championships. When Jokic won the MVP and won the championship, everybody was saying, wow, this Jokic is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't anymore. So, I don't know. I think that the Spurs will compete for a championship, absolutely. But dynasty, no. That's not what they haven't even won one championship yet. So we can't use that word quite yet. But yeah, they can. If they, what do you think about that? B. Bruce suggesting they should trade Fox. I kind of know what you're gonna say, but
keep him. You need a veteran point guard. I think we just didn't get a healthy. We didn't get a healthy Fox.
Yeah, true.
For most of the finals, and some of the shots that he was missing too, man. Like that's not De'Aaron Fox. Like
yeah,
his mid range.
His midi is good. Like I don't. Yeah,
and it did not show. He said, "We shall see." Bookmarking this, bookmark it, tattoo it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you say that, Bruce, but guess what? The Pacers got a top draft pick. They're bringing back their best player in Halliburton. Like we don't see these things happening because we're not paying attention. Like there's gonna be another team that's gonna challenge, and you just have to be ready for it. I don't know, but hey. People gonna piss on my team, but the Lakers are right there. We still got Luka Doncic. You know, if we make plays or LeBron leaves, as we'll talk about in a little bit, LeBron leaves and they start and they put some other players in there. I guarantee you that at the end of a game with a good team, Luka Doncic is not going to throw the ball off the back of his teammate and have it go out of bounds.
Hey, how mad are Maverick fans right now?
Oh, man. Well,
they drafted Jalen Brunson.
They drafted Jalen Brunson, yes. And, yeah.
You had Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Yeah, both of those guys.
You had I mean, you can say you had AD, but
not really.
That backcourt, though, with Luka and Jalen Brunson would have been nice. I'm just saying.
Well, Brunson had to leave. He was always going to be behind Luka. And so I just don't think they, I don't know. They weren't going to pay him that. They weren't really going to pay him either. So
hey man, sometimes you gotta break the bank if you want to keep something good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know that, but when we know that as well.
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah, I'm all about the cap. over the cap. Any chance I get.
But yeah, man, it's I guess it's good, but some weird rumors around the NBA. We've been flying around all week. We haven't really gotten a chance to talk about it, but do we want to start with you with the dumb rumors flying around Golden State right now?
Yeah, well, I think we have to because it's picking up some steam at this point,
and it's some serious serious conversation.
So what we're talking about is this has kind of been in the air ever since I want to say almost last offseason and even this trade deadline. The fact that LeBron James, as he gets later in his career and there's talk of his retirement, that if he's going to play next year, who's he going to play for? Because the Lakers have made it very clear they didn't extend him last summer, right? So they basically told him, look, we're going to get to the free agency line and then we'll decide what we want to do. That's where we are right now. And the team that's had its hand in the cookie jar or finger on the pulse, whatever the hell you want to say, has been the Golden State Warriors, okay? So much so that there was an idea at the trade deadline that if the Warriors sniffed around trying to see what LeBron wanted to do. And if they had made a trade, because the Lakers said no, that Draymond Green would have been going to the Lakers. So, I mean, there was some, the Lakers shut it down, but there was at least some mild discussion about this during the trade deadline.
Yep.
Now fast forward to the offseason. He's a full free agent now. Bron can go anywhere he wants to go. And the Warriors don't have the money to pay Bron, but they can if Bron wants to go there, of course, because he can initiate a sign and trade that would send him to the Warriors, and to make this sort of last stand, right? It's like the Expendables, basically. You're going to put him with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry and Draymond. And, Terry Crews is Draymond, obviously. And we're going to see, exactly what comes of it. But Bron and Curry together is Bron, if he plays at the level he did with the Lakers, he can definitely have an impact on the team. So, B, I want to know, you're the Warrior fan, man. As a Laker fan, if he decides to go to the Warriors, I'm okay with that. Whatever Bron decides he wants to come back, I'm cool with that too. I know the Lakers are not going to give him $50 million. It's just not going to happen because it doesn't make sense. Not right now. But B, how do you feel about that, man?
I'm all for it. Why would I say no to this?
All right.
Why would an average NBA fan say no to this combination, right? If we got a little taste of it during the Olympics, and we all know that they have good chemistry on the court when they do get a chance to play together on a team, why wouldn't you want that to see what it looked like for 81 games? The what if, right?
Yeah.
Look, are the Warriors going to win a championship in the next 4 years? Probably not, right? If they do, they're surprising me. But why not just, look, these guys have been in the league for so long, right? Curry's 17 years. LeBron is, I think, in his 30-year career or some shit like that.
It's 30.
But you know what I'm saying? It's look, let's just do a swan song, right? This is your homage to the NBA for what you guys have done together. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Does that mean KD's coming too?
Who knows?
Come on, bro. Yeah, we just playing now. You just playing now. I wanted to see what face you made when I said that. But yeah, it's almost like it's the end of an era. It's the end of an era.
Houston, man. He don't want to be in Houston.
He don't.
He enjoys signing that, and he was like, "Damn, this team really does suck. I don't know if I want to be here for this." You know what I'm saying? There's even talks of the Warriors going after Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I could see. I mean,
trading Jimmy Butler, trading Brandon Pajemski.
Yeah.
To go get him, right? Mid-30 player. There's even talks of them even keeping Kristaps Porzingis for 2 years, which again may not be a bad idea if he can stay healthy.
He'll be on the cheap though, because ain't nobody checking for Kristaps at this point.
Again, so why not? You got cheap money to spend for world star talent, and for those who were not going to say
not world star talent. Look, for worldwide talent, because world star, you know.
Oh yeah, no, we don't want no world star on here. but just to have that kind of talent at such a cheap cost, right?
Yeah.
It may not cost the Warriors more than $15 million to get LeBron, because that's going to be his veteran minimum.
If he agrees to do that,
he agrees to do that, right? But he's also going to get a chance to play with Curry, play under Steve Kerr, who he has respect for. What does he need all that money to?
Yeah, man, it's going to be really interesting. And there was also a story out there as well that Curry is involved in this and is planning to talk to LeBron or meet with LeBron or whatever.
Not planning. He's already went to go talk to him.
Yeah, basically try to. It's the same thing that happened with the KD situation where who was it? Was it Draymond or whoever
it was the Hampton Five. So it was
that. Curry. It was the whole damn team basically.
It was the starting lineup basically without the center.
They rented a whole ass house in the Hamptons, at just to talk to KD, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so I could see it happening. LeBron's, obviously he's in LA, his family's in LA, but we both know that LA is only a 45-minute flight from San Francisco, so it's not like that's better than LA traffic. It would take him longer to get from his house to crypto than it would for him to get in a plane and go to San Francisco.
And with all that money, he's riding a private jet.
Oh, he's got a private jet. He'll be in LA in 45, 50, less than an hour. He'll be in LA. So it makes sense,
right? It makes sense to do something like this. And as a Warrior fan, you might as well just say, okay, why would we say no to something like this? We're not getting Moses Moody back anytime soon. Jimmy Butler ain't coming back till probably the All-Star break?
Yeah.
At most. Okay, cool.
So now that we both understand each other, I ain't tripping one way or the other. You seem to be on board. What does the trade actually look like? Because it has to be a sign and trade.
There's no trade. He is a free agent this year.
He's a free agent, but I don't think he's going to play for the minimum. I think he's going to play for more.
I don't think the Warriors are going to give anything up. They'll say, all right, 20 mil? We'll give you 20 mil this year.
You guys are gonna give up. It's gonna have to be a sign and trade. I'm thinking LeBron is at least gonna go for around 30 million, at least.
Hypothetically, if it does involve a trade, Brandon Pajemski is the first one on that block.
Well, because here's my thing. If he was gonna take the minimum of 15, then why wouldn't he just take the 15 and stay in LA?
The Lakers have made it clear that they're not running this team behind him.
Well, they would run the team behind them with the Warriors either. They're running around Curry. I mean, you still got somebody else you got to share the ball with.
But Curry's the guy he wants to play with. It's not Curry. Curry never said, I want to play with LeBron. LeBron said, I want to play with Curry.
Oh, okay. This is all right.
So,
we'll see.
This is all right, LeBron, you want to come here? Take 15 mil.
I think it's going to be a sign and trade. I think that it's going to include us stealing a draft pick from you guys so that we could put it in a trade to get something else. Generally, I think that's what's going to happen.
Bruce, as much as you do not want this to happen, don't be shocked when this does happen.
Yeah, let's get caught up because Bruce is on fire. I got to catch up with. So, Bruce, start off with Lakers have no chance next year, especially with Redick. I don't mind JJ Redick. Matter of fact, I believe the Spurs copied his defensive strategy when playing against OKC. So we're not going to hate on Redick. Brunson and Luka do not work. I mean, I guess we'll never know because we never got the full thing. They both cannot defend. True enough. James playing with Curry will not help his GOAT claim. I'm also tired of geriatric Warriors. Stay away from the Warriors. Toxic man. Okay. I don't think LeBron is toxic necessarily. I don't think he's like a toxic person or teammate. I just think he's LeBron, so people either love him or hate him. And that's
you love him. You love him when he's on your team. You hate him when he's not on your team.
Yeah, that's just how it is. He's very polarizing. And then Bruce, if you say yes, you are delusional. This is 2026, not 2016. Curry and James gonna miss games. Butler too. Draymond has back issues sometimes. Locker room gonna smell like being gay. ICI. Well, Bruce, let me ask you then. What is the play? Is it just that it's over and the Warriors are not capable of doing anything else with Curry, and Curry should just pack his bags and go to Charlotte, or is there some other option out there other than LeBron that you think is gonna work? Because I'm curious to hear what the actual answer is here.
This is a good option in my books. Like, why would you not take this?
I mean, LeBron is still a good player, no matter how you cut it. I mean, he did have some injury, but you saw how he played last year. He did play against that Rockets team. For a guy that's 41, he looks pretty spry. He's jumping, he's dunking, he's knocking down big shots.
That's a young Rockets team. That's a young Rockets team too.
Yeah. So
I'm all for it. Sign me up. Write the check. Let's get this party started. 2 years at most. Because Curry's got a 2-year deal. Kerr's got a 2-year deal. Draymond, on a 2-year deal as well. Let's just do it. What is it gonna hurt? Right?
Hey.
You keep your draft picks. Right? You draft for the future. And then these guys just watch what old people look like playing basketball.
I mean, yeah, it would be interesting to see how it works out. But like I said, as a Laker fan, man, if y'all take them off our hands, as long as we can fill that gap with some good players, I'm not mad at it.
Bruce says it's over. The Curry time was fun. Time to move on. Do Curry like Montana. Let him go. You can't. You're not letting Curry go.
Where's he gonna go?
In the Bay Area, Curry's legacy hits higher than Montana's legacy. I'll call it for what it is. If you took the career of Montana to the career of Curry, Curry's impact is bigger on the Bay Area than Montana's impact. I say that with 100% confidence.
Man, I mean, that's tough for me. I'm not a 49er fan, so I know 49er fans will probably think a little bit differently. Because anything old is always going to trump anything new. You know how it goes.
But let me put it to you like this, right? Montana won 4 championships.
Yeah.
Before the Niners let him go. How many championships you win in Kansas City after that?
Oh, no, he ain't winning nothing.
How many championships have the Niners won since then?
None. Yeah.
They won one.
They
won one.
Steve
Young.
Steve Young. Yeah.
But they also have been pretty competitive since then, right?
Yeah, no, very.
You take Curry before Curry came to the Warriors, there was nothing. And now we've got one of the probably might be one of the last dynasties in the NBA with Curry and the Warriors. And now you get ready to take him off, that Warrior team is going to be just trash for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they would be on equal footing. And the reason I say that is because the 49ers, you really don't start talking about the history of the 49ers unless you're talking about Montana and Rice. And you really don't start talking about the history of the Warriors unless you're talking about Steph Curry. So I think these are kind of like those transformative players that change the entire fan base, that change the entirety of how you feel about the franchise as a whole. And you only get to see those players every once in a while. So I think they're kind of on equal foot. And years from now, people will be like, yeah, Steph Curry. Because they actually lived through that era, got a chance to see him play. And the further you get away from it, the greater the player gets, right? So the further we get away from Joe Montana, the greater he was, right? And then all of a sudden Tom Brady showed up and then he just shat on everybody. But after that, it was, I think the same thing will happen with Steph Curry too.
Sorry, Sweden looked like they were about to kick a goal and then...
They did.
Why do jerseys look like the bag of red Swedish fish?
Dude, because they're Sweden. Supposed to, man. That's the whole thing, man. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I'm behind you, aren't I? He's offsides, and he dropped the ball anyway.
You can't drop a ball that's already dropped.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't. He lost the dribble. He was offsides anyway. Didn't matter. Bruce says, "Stop hanging on to the past. Let it go, bro." Well, it's hard to let it go because it's still the present. Still the present. Brady was cheating, unlike Montana. Bro, I hate Tom Brady. You ain't got to convince me about Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I hate his guts. I don't like him. I don't like Belichick. But the man left the greatest coach of all time and went and won a championship with the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
With a half decent.
Are you kidding me? Now, I mean, come on. Even I had to be like, okay, you know what? F it. You're good. Fine. I'm done. Just retire. Get the fuck out the league. I'm tired of you. I don't like Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I'm a Raider fan.
I'm done.
But the fact that he left that team and won another championship, there's nothing I can. There's no argument I can make that says that Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback of all time. I can't make that argument. I could try. My heart can say I hate his guts because of the damn tuck rule, and he's a cheater, and the deflated balls, and taping people's practices, and I can say all that. But the asshole went to a completely different team and won a championship. I can't say anything because I can't blame. I can't say that.
Yeah.
The Bucks was loaded. Stop it. The Bucks were loaded but didn't win a damn thing
before he got there.
So let's stop that. Because there aren't that many players that are going to go to a team the first year and win a damn championship as a quarterback. It doesn't happen that often. I think maybe Matt Stafford. Was that his first year with the Rams? I'm pretty sure it was.
I think so, yeah.
And that was his first championship. That was Tom Brady's 7th.
Yeah, with a whole new system and a whole new team.
I mean, I believe Bruce, as much as I want to hate him, I mean,
you can't. It's hard to.
I mean, he won 7 championships. Like, what do you even say to that? What? Then the next guy behind him won like 4, right? 4, 5? Not even 4, I think.
Bruce, who's the greatest quarterback of all time?
Oh.
Bruce, this is just an honest question. Who's the greatest quarterback of all time? Because T and I are both going to agree it's Tom Brady.
And I'm not, like I said, I don't like Tom Brady. My favorite quarterback to watch during the same time period was Peyton Manning. I love watching Peyton Manning play.
Peyton Manning only got 2 championships.
But what the hell am I supposed to do when you won 7 championships? I'm supposed to that's just like me saying Jordan. Yeah, Jordan, he's I mean, I can hate on Jordan. I can try to, but at least folks are in the vicinity of Jordan, right? Jordan had 6. There are guys with 5, right? But from 4 to 7, I mean, goddamn, 9 Super Bowl. Man, come on, man. I mean, it's a big.
Bruce says Montana. To your opinion, Bruce, that's yours. But we're just gonna disagree. It's Tom Brady, man.
Yeah. It's the guy that grew up watching Montana.
Peyton Manning was a fun quarterback to watch, but he only won 2 championships.
He's a great quarterback. He was great.
Oh, there goes the Swedish Fish scored again.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me. I haven't seen it yet. Why you gotta do that to me?
The Los Angeles Rams have scored another goal.
Yeah, man, but yeah.
There are no asterisks for MJ. We can sit here and say Bill Russell's the greatest NBA player of all time. How many rings he has?
He's got like 9. How many? 9?
You got too damn many.
I mean, there's no asterisk with MJ, but my point is, Tom Brady is so far ahead of everyone else that you can't make the argument. MJ does not have the most championships as a lead player on the team.
No.
So and there are other guys at least in his vicinity. Even if you consider him the greatest player, that's fine. But there are other guys in his vicinity. He's not that far ahead of everybody else. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 championships. Earned every single one of them. So it's just like, I hear what you're saying, Bruce. I really do. I hate Tom Brady. But when he's that much further ahead of everyone, it's kind of hard to sit there and
go. That's your stats, man.
It's kind of hard to sit there and go, well, it's because he cheated. I give him 1 for cheating.
11 rings in a 10-team league. Come on. That's not his problem. It wasn't his fault.
So you put an asterisk on Bill Russell. I didn't put an asterisk on, and we could make arguments for MJ. We could talk about MJ played in a weak ass league. We could say that.
Yeah, and MJ's time in that league, his 6 championships, You name me a team that was going to be that was just one of his toughest competitors.
It was the Utah Jazz.
And that Utah Jazz team was that was their only time to fame. The Seattle SuperSonics, garbage. The Phoenix Suns, trash. Who else am I missing here?
Well, he beat up the Knicks every year.
He beat an expiring Lakers team to win his first championship.
Yeah, 91. Yeah, that was Magic after the HIV.
And then who else? Who else was there? Who else am I missing?
Blazers. They played the Blazers.
Old ass Clyde Drexler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, his time. Jordan's championship, 6 rings again, 6-0, perfect. Congratulations. But that level of competition, if you put him against any of these teams now, might be a little different of a story there. He's not winning 6, or he's not doing a three-peat, in my mind. But he's got 6, and we're not going to take that away from him.
No, we're not. And that's why I say, like, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but, I have to respect the fact that Tom Brady won a lot of championships and is the winningest.
Yeah, but Bruce, that was just one season. The
Atlanta Hawks did too. The Atlanta Hawks did too.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything after that. Drexler was not that old. Stop it. Yes, he was. He went to where'd he go after that? He had to go to Houston to win a championship.
Yeah, he had to leave.
Yeah, so they missed me with that, man.
He and Jordan had to leave.
Yeah,
Jordan had to leave.
See, Jordan went to the Wizards. That was something different, though.
No. Jordan left the sport. Remember, he left to go play baseball for 2 years. That's when Houston won their championships.
Well, that's when he was bored.
Yeah. So I mean, but again, we're not trying to take away from Jordan. I don't want to make it seem like that. It's just that you do have to respect the fact. Look, Tom Brady is the most winningest quarterback in the game, and until somebody else gets at least close to him, then that's just what it is, unfortunately. And again,
you ready for some World Cup soccer, man?
Let's talk about it.
I know you've been waiting for it.
Sweden. So let me pull up. I gotta pull up the games because there's so many of them. I gotta make sure I'm all.
Tosh, I'm gonna set you up, man, because you the World Cup guy. Even though I watch some of these, I watch most of the games here. Let's talk about the game that kicked everything off on Thursday.
Mexico and South Africa.
It was a 2-0 game, but a lot of red cards. A lot of physicality.
Yeah, there's
point where South Africa had to play with 9 players.
South Africa was not happy, and but we had Julian Quinones with the first goal. I think that happened pretty early on in the game, getting a goal, and then I don't think South Africa really had a chance.
They didn't stand a chance, no.
And then homie with the headband with the black thing on the side, Raul Jimenez. What is that thing? Yeah, Raul Jimenez was wearing this black thing around his head. It had like it's like iPod. Like, what is going on? But
South Korea,
Mexico got it done.
Zechia, what's the country's name? Zechia, Pachachia.
The Czechs.
I watched that South Korea game. I thought South Korea looked really, really good.
Yeah, they did, man. I was expecting them to get smashed, bro. I'm thinking South Korea, they're not gonna, they're not gonna do anything. And then, man, they was out there balling out of control.
It's not just that, but they spent a lot of time in their opponent's zone. Yeah, suck on that. I know this shit now. Agreement. I've been watching it.
They were being very aggressive. Another goal by Sweden, Swedish Fish. On the board again with their third goal, and Tunisia need to go on home. It's all good.
Bruce says first goal was a South Africa goalkeeper mistake.
Oh, it's one that it bounced off the. Didn't it bounce off a player or something?
Here's what I really enjoyed though, right? South Korea is playing in Mexico, the last place you would expect to see any South Korean people, to say the least, bro. They took over that stadium. It was loud when they scored their 2 goals. I was like,
you gotta think South Korea's got to be very happy about this turnout, man.
You gotta be.
I mean, yeah. How often we talking about South Korea playing soccer, man? They getting it done. They was getting it done.
Bruce says South Korea has been better every year. Bruce, this is my first time watching the World Cup. I gave 2 shits less since I've been on this earth about the World Cup, but because it's here, I've paid a little attention to it, and South Korea looked pretty damn good.
We had what was it? The other one. We had 2 ties. We had Qatar and Switzerland. So Qatar able to tie that game up.
That was played here in the Bay Area too.
Where was that game at?
Levi's.
It was at Levi's. Oh, that's the one that was at Levi's.
Yeah. And Qatar, man, they were ready to lose that game until the last minute or the extra time in the second period or second half, right? Am I saying it right? Second half extra time
Yes.
with the header with like 2 minutes left in the match. That was impressive. And man, they celebrated like it was out of style, man.
That's the beauty of it, man.
Watching that.
You got the whole country behind these teams, man. People come out in droves, and it's a lot more.
But the matchup of the tournament so far, Brazil and Morocco.
I didn't catch this one. This was yesterday.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Australia 2-0 over Turkey.
They got that. Haiti didn't get it done. I'm sorry, Bruce. Lost to Scotland.
Overrated. Just suck on that.
And Germany came in like the engineered BMW or Mercedes that they are, and just throttled the Curacao, who is probably not a good team, but 7-1. Yeesh.
Shout out to Japan.
Netherlands, Japan. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought Netherlands was. I'm thinking Netherlands going. Yeah, Japan ain't gonna win. Japan found a way to get it done.
Can we say Ivory Coast with the upset over Ecuador so far?
I don't know. I think Ecuador is generally better, but Ivory Coast, Ivory Coast was playing pretty well last time in the last World Cup. So kudos to the African country for getting in there and getting it done.
There are so many. The referee helped Scotland. He is overrated.
There's
Bruce.
Lots of flopping. Lots of
what
flopping.
Else? Yeah. What else?
We got to talk about the United States of America. USA took on, you had Canada and Bosnia.
1-1.
1-1.
It wasn't all that exciting.
United States came out and they handled business against Paraguay 4-1. Man, they were so aggressive the entire game, even when they had, Paraguay got one goal off. USA, like I said, they stayed aggressive the entire game, and they actually looked pretty impressive.
What kind of effort was that just now?
No, here we go again. Sweden is just.
Damn.
Hey, man, that was a good try.
What was that?
That hurt me, man. Damn.
That was a failed bicycle kick. He tried to kick with the other foot.
He said, Well, let's see. Oh, man, my back. Oh, my gosh.
I know. You see it in slow motion.
Boom. Ooh. At least it's on grass, I guess.
Bruce says wrong. Ivory Coast supposed to beat Ecuador. It is better. Paraguay is a horrible team. Don't let the result fool you. But we all know USA soccer is not all that great. So yeah, this 4-1 win to me looks impressive.
Yeah, well, no, who else is scoring 4 goals?
Yeah, but not,
except for Sweden, probably. Yeah, not named Germany. Who we know is gonna be good.
Yeah, that will. Or like, what did you call them? What oil BMW machine?
Yeah, they're a machine.
Ultimate,
right? Ultimate football machine.
Ultimate. The games tomorrow. You got Spain versus Cap Verde.
They about to get. Well, I don't know. How good is Spain? Cape Verde.
If Sweden is beating you this bad, you are horrible. I trust Bruce on that.
Tunisia. Yeah, I remember Tunisia.
Belgium versus Egypt.
Belgium's usually pretty good, but Egypt.
Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay.
Uruguay generally is good. Bruce, correct me if I'm wrong. Iran.
New Zealand and Inglewood. Bang, bang.
They should have put Iran and U.S. in the same group.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Jeez.
You see who else we got?
And then Tuesday, you got France versus Senegal. Iraq versus Norway.
Versus Senegal.
Argentina versus Algeria.
Austria and Jordan. Where's Portugal? Oh, Portugal against the Congo.
I'll be watching that Portugal game.
And
I can tell Brian does not watch football. I've been there and admitted to it, but I'm watching it. I'm trying to learn.
England and Croatia.
Is that a good matchup?
I think Croatia beat them. Yeah.
Gonorrhea versus Panama.
Don't be disrespectful to Africa. That's Ghana, sir. Ghana versus Panama. That should be a good matchup, I think. Uzbekistan and Colombia. Colombia better get the win. And then the other teams start playing different teams. Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm really confused. France versus Senegal should be a good one. I'll be watching that one.
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
I'll be watching the one. What was it? Tuesday. I'll watch Austria versus Jordan just because it's here in the Bay Area.
Where's it gonna be at? Same.
Santa Clara. Yeah, Santa Clara's hosting.
Levi's again. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Or the Bay Area Stadium is what they're calling it.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
The Bay Area Stadium.
They're not calling them by their stadium names. It's
they have different names.
Host.
Got it.
Yeah. Yep. And then Turkey versus Paraguay in Santa Clara.
So everybody's kind of playing each other. Mexico and South Korea Thursday. That might be a good matchup.
I'm all for that.
USA and Australia, baby. Come on, mate.
In Seattle, England versus Croatia will be good. All right, let me ask you this, bros. Given the matchups this week, which one should I be really paying attention to? I'll watch them too. Because this shit's in 4K, so it's ultra bright on my TV. You can see the flopping from here.
Like a whole team of SGAs. I seen one dude just fall, crumple to the ground, roll around, hold his leg, and then get up, start running. I was like, man.
Yeah, you want to talk about a sport that needs to put flopping to a halt?
Yeah, enforce the rules. Yeah, seriously, like what the heck is that? It's crazy.
But man, these countries are turning up, turning out in the United States here, it's a blast to see, man. Like, you don't get a real true taste of what international soccer is until the World Cup when it gets into your town. Yeah. Man, it drives a whole different kind of like wild, man.
I think it's basically your whole country. That's what gives it that. And then because they don't score as often, when the goals do happen, they're a big deal.
Oh God, are they ever? I've seen people crying.
And the suspense is in, the back and forth. How long can the team keep possession? The shots on zone. Because if you watch a whole soccer match, you'll see there are shots on goal, and so there will be that missed shot, the doinker off of the
or the one that goes blitzing right from the top of the goal there. That
exactly.
Almost goes in.
Yeah. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of suspense. So that when you finally get the goal, it's like, oh shit, like they actually got it. So I enjoy it, man.
Or there's the ones that I enjoy, which is like the swing and a miss kick, or he just kicks it and doesn't go anywhere. Like those are the ones I enjoy. Or
the one where the guy he got in his soul, he about to kick a goal and that thing goes flying 50 feet into the stands. That's
he's looking all shocked, like I can't believe what I just did.
It's like, my guy, what the hell was that? Like, where are you kicking the ball, man?
Some poor soul in the stands isn't paying attention. Gets blitzed by a soccer ball.
I think it was the Mexico match, or I forgot what match this was, but I think it was the might have been the Korea match. The guy just kicked the crap out the ball. It went over the goal and hit somebody right in the face. Like it went like boom, bow, right in the face, man. And
I'm here for that.
It hit him so hard that the person stands with was like stuttered backwards a little bit. I thought they was concussed. They got hit, man. It was rough.
30 about 30 more minutes of soccer here. Maybe less, about 20.
What? It's 70? Yeah.
Well,
minus extra time.
Well, we don't know when extra time is.
Yeah,
well, we don't
not
know
until we get to night. Yeah, not until we get to the end of the damn thing.
Which is at the 90-minute mark.
Yes, sir. You got it.
And then overtime. Yeah. See, I'm watching this. I'm paying attention. Yes.
The 90-minute mark. I've been watching the whole thing in Spanish.
I am surprised you guys are not talking about the UFC fight in DC at the house formerly known as a White House. LOL.
Why would I be talking about it?
The card's not all that great. I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't feeling the card. I'm more enjoying the soccer right now.
The UFC fighting for.
Oh God!
This is so stupid. Now we're hosting events at the White House. Are they doing comedy night next week? The White House?
Overtime.
Jokes?
Overtime? What do you mean? Isn't it extra time overtime for football?
Yeah, I thought it was extra time.
That's what I thought too. What's Bruce talking about?
I don't know. Maybe you're overtime. Are we overtime?
Dude, we didn't even get a chance to do an NBA Finals live.
No, we didn't.
The series ended so
we should have because we would have been sleeping the first 3 quarters, but the rest of the game would have been interesting to watch.
Overtime is only if the game is tied. Oh, what? Oh, they're pushing.
Overtime only if the game. No, there's no overtime. The game is tied. These games we don't get to extra or overtime until we get into the playoff, the knockout rounds, right?
You asked the wrong person.
Yeah, because that's why there was a bunch of ties. There was a lot of ties. 1-1. I don't remember there being overtime. I thought they just ended at the end of the extra time, the 90-minute mark of the extra time. Unless I'm just. Oh no, it's not called over. It's called extra time. Yes, Bruce, it is called extra time. That's it. B1. B1, Bruce 0.
Oh, I was right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh, Bruce? Overrate that shit, all right?
Oh, man. I feel so bad, man.
Why? For what?
We had all thought that the winner of the Spurs and OKC was winning the championship. And boy, are we wrong. Man, goes to show, man. Don't mean nothing.
We really underestimated what the Knicks
yeah, seriously, man. Like the whole Mike Tyson thing. Like everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Sweden, this is over.
Not yet. I mean, you never know.
Tunisia needs 2 goals in 20 minutes.
I see. We've seen crazier things happen on the pitch. I
love it. I see you've been watching the English broadcasters, huh?
No, I've just been watching whatever on TV, man.
Yeah,
I'm really not paying attention. I am, dude. Some of the footwork that these guys have with the soccer ball.
Oh yeah, man.
Is Brunson a Hall of Famer now? No, he's not. He's getting there, but he's not.
You're better than his daddy.
But no. Oh yeah, he brought home a title to New York, and his dad is Cat a Hall of Famer. Hell the fuck no.
New York will make sure he gets in. I don't know. I mean, is Cat a? No, I don't know about that one.
Bruce, knock it off. Stop spamming us. None of these guys are Hall of Famers yet. Jeez Louise, man.
They'd have to do a little bit more, I think. But there are guys with only one title in the Hall of Fame, so you never know.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But the crazy thing is there are a lot of current Hall of Famers. Right now, they're just all old. Because, dude, Brunson is already a Hall of Famer. Yeah, possibly, man, possibly. I mean, he won a title in New York.
Is already he's not. All right, his career has taken off when he's gotten to New York. I mean, if we're setting the bar that low to get into the Hall of Fame, then there's a lot of other guys who are going to make it to the Hall of Fame. But to be on that kind of legendary status, if Hill and McGrady are in, I do. Is Hill in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Let me see this. Malarkey.
But the Hall of Fame is kind of like the like.
Let me see this malarkey. Is Tracy McGrady? I don't recall McGrady getting in.
Yeah, I think he is.
Let me see. Oh, he was in 2017. Oh yeah, the NBA has a low standard to get into the get into the Hall of Fame. Who else is Grant Hill?
He won 2 college NBA chip. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Brunson won't get in. I'm sure he will, man.
Yep. I mean, okay. Yeah, the standards are low to get into the Hall of Fame, so I guess that's what it is. So yes, that means
Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking like top 5 best players of all time, but yeah, Hall of Fame.
Let's see. Grant Hill's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, it's a low standard to get into the NBA Hall of Fame. You just have a decent career. Yao Ming's in the Hall of Fame. Good player. Like, should they have a stricter requirement to get into the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like kind of do it in every sport. It's just to remember people. You know what I mean? So you want your greatest players, your best players in there.
Your team.
I mean, Grant Hill would have been one of the greatest players of all time if
it wasn't for injuries. Yeah, so,
but I don't, Tracy McGrady. You just have to respect his talent, but again, like we talked about, the Hall of Fame is not meant for that purpose. I don't think the Hall of Fame is to celebrate.
10 years in the NBA gets you into the Hall of Fame, I guess.
Almost. You at least got to be a starter and be good for a little while.
We gotta have 3 good years.
At least, yeah. T-Mac, awesome talent, could not win a big game.
James Harden 2.0 or 1.0.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to hate on T-Mac because he's a great player, but just couldn't win a big game, man.
Nope. Only thing T-Mac is known for is that comeback against with the Rockets.
Yeah. Well, he's known for a lot of stuff, man. The guy could score. The guy could score like no other. He was 6'9". He could shoot. He could dribble. He had great athleticism. He was a dominant player. Don't get it twisted. The problem was he was up 3-1 against the Pistons that one year, and he just they just fumbled the bag. And that's what people are going to remember you for, is like when the biggest moments come, what do you do? And unfortunately, Tracy McGrady wasn't able to get over that hump. That's what it's about, man.
Yep.
There's a difference between a Warriors team. What was it in 2022? Was it 2022?
Yeah.
2022? That pretty much people had put to bed a young Celtics team that seemed to be on their way to win a championship, and then it was like, nah, not really. And all of a sudden, it became the Steph Curry show. So it's just like people are gonna remember for what you accomplished, man. So.
Isn't that true?
So I don't, T-Mac, great player, but clutch. He wasn't the kind of guy that he unfortunately didn't do too well in some of the bigger games.
No.
And you could blame his team, but I'm sorry, it is.
No. Curry took a fucking really weak Warriors team in 2022 to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Hey man, if there's anything to celebrate, the Hawks played better than any team in the Eastern Conference did against the New York Knicks. They beat the Knicks twice.
Yeah.
Everyone else got swept.
Everybody else got pretty much whooped. Spurs got one game. But that was it. But yeah, that's a hell of a run by the Knicks, man. They only lost 3 games the entire playoffs.
Yep. It wasn't the Warriors one though. Warriors only lost 1. Oh, this game's over. Yeah. Oh, they took it away. Ooh,
how the hell are you ahead of me?
You're offside.
Am I not live? What the hell's going on here? Is this guy's name Sawana Beans?
What did you just call him? Chawana Beans?
Sawana Beans?
Macawana Beans.
What's his name? Number 19. Oh, Swanberg. My bad. Swanberg.
You were way off with that, sir.
Swanberg. Oh, no, he was way off sides with that.
So, Whataburger.
No, thank you. This game, I mean, Sweden is just putting them on him. Poor Tunisia. Oh, yeah, he's way off sides. What the hell?
Oh, man.
What the hell is that guy doing? Anyway, whatever. Well, anything else? We got anything else? I think we got everything.
Nah, man, I think that's everything there.
So we're going to be covering the remainder of the World Cup, obviously, and then we're going to jump into the NBA offseason since a big trade is going to happen before the draft. Giannis is going to be traded somewhere, and I think once that domino falls, you'll probably see
Golden State Warriors signed LeBron James to a 2-year play or 1-year player option, 2nd-year deal.
You think Brock will take $10 million, huh? $10-15 million. I doubt it.
Hey, if Curry's talking to him about that, then yes.
Yeah, okay. I think it's gonna be a sign and trade if he leaves, and then we'll pick some we'll pick a wing off your roster. We want Moses Moody.
No.
We'll take Moses Moody. Thank you.
You got Brandon Pajemski. Thank you very much. You guys are headed down that trend with Austin Rivers and
Austin Reeves.
Dalton Connect.
No, we don't. Dalton Connect doesn't even play games. He's not even in any of the games. We got to figure out how to pay Reeves and Hachimura. That's our problem. Uh-oh. Cards coming out.
Further review. No offsides.
Did they almost score again?
No, they did score. They called it no offsides.
Yeah, I saw that part. What the hell are they arguing about now?
Oh, God, you're down 4-1.
There it goes. Dude, why am I so far behind you? Jeez, it's the same guy. Was that Sunbeam again?
Yeah, that was Suck Me Beans.
Sunbeam. Oh, they reviewed it. They gave it to him. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Wait, so what the hell? What was there to review? He was way off. I guess because the ball didn't go to him and went to another player. And because even though he was offside when the ball was kicked. I'm not sure on that one.
I don't know. I don't know the rules enough to say, yes, you're right. No, you're wrong. It's a goal. That's all I'm excited for.
Yeah, well, 4-1. This is a wrap.
We have like 10 minutes of extra time, and they're gonna go on like a 4-goal streak to upset Sweden.
Well, because they're in group play, it's a point system, right? So they need to get they need to keep playing. Got to keep. Scoring goals.
I think it's 3 points, right?
Yeah, for a win.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay. Well, he wasn't offsides when he touched the. I mean, I don't know what the hell are they saying here. I guess they're saying it wasn't the initial pass; it was the second pass. And when the second pass was made, he was not offsides. All these guys look the same. All right. Anyway, Tunisia, just go home, guys.
Yep. Speaking of go home, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep, I think that's it for us. Not too much else to cover. Like I said, we'll be back next week talking about more. Oh, Lord, Sweden is running again. Good God. This game might end 8-0. Here it goes. And, the goalie blocked it. All right. Almost was 5-0 there. We'll be covering more of the World Cup, which will be awesome. And then we will also cover the NBA offseason. And I'm sure we'll think of some of the shenanigans he get into. So don't forget to join us next Sunday, 7:30 Pacific time. Bruce, thanks so much for joining us, man. We appreciate you. And yeah, we'll be back next weekend.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Hey.